welcome to Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and this is Richard. So I'm going to do something that I normally don't do on my channel, and that's a shopping haul. Let's see here. Just about all of this came from the Dollar Tree. I do have two items. I have two items that did not come from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to do those right now. Again, I'd say the majority of this stuff has something to do with my outdoors adventures or my martial arts, and we'll discuss this stuff a little bit here and there. The first thing I purchased was this My Book 8 terabyte storage device. I questioned about whether I wanted to buy this or not. I want the storage space. The only thing I don't really care about these are you have to plug these in for them to work, but they didn't have any of the standalone.
It's not that you don't care, it's that you don't appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't really like the fact that you have to plug them in, but I decided to overlook that and purchase it anyway. So this is an 8 terabyte. This will hold all of my martial arts for now. Right now I have them separated on 3 different storage devices, and it kind of bugs me a little bit. I want it all together. I do believe all together just my martial art instructional videos and my Chopsaki movies that I have on MP4 is probably around 4 terabytes. So it's going to be at least half of this already. So anyway, I went ahead and purchased this. This was like 160 bucks. So there's that. And the other item that I did not purchase at the Dollar Tree, I got that at Walmart, and I got this here at Walmart as well. This Hyper Tough eyelet plier set. I've been wanting to work on a few projects. I really want to get a grommet maker that's a little bigger than this, but these eyelets right here, these little small ones, are going to work really nice for a couple bags I've been wanting to work on and stuff. And I also want to work on kind of a shirt, and I want to put eyelets on the side and tie them together. So anyway, this was like $5, so I got that. Now, I do believe the rest of this stuff is Dollar Tree. We went to Fort Wayne today. And it started basically the same way every other Fort Wayne Dollar Tree started. We went to our Dollar Tree here in town. It wasn't enough there to keep her occupied. She got sad. We did have a little bit of a savings thing going on, so she wanted to know if we could go to Fort Wayne. We now no longer have that savings, but and I did purchase, like I said, I purchased that storage device. That was
your money though.
Was like 160 bucks, but that was that's been my allowance that I get. I haven't been able to save any of my YouTube money ever, and I haven't been able to save any of my dojo money ever either. But anyway, with all that together that I've been able to save for about a month or so, I put it all together and I got that storage device. Again, we drove to Fort Wayne. Huge haul from the Dollar Tree at Fort Wayne. It was like $207. $207 from Fort Wayne. I ended up purchasing like 30 items. There are a couple items from a previous Dollar Tree that we went to, and I just don't do Dollar Tree hauls, so I just went ahead and threw them in here. So anyway, let's just get this going, and we'll discuss it. I'm trying to keep items together that are for specific things. So we're going to start with neither martial arts nor outdoor survival, but probably one of the biggest entertainments I have in my life that doesn't include my wife: movies. So I got 7, I think there's 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. That's an odd number, but what are you going to do? So anyway, the first movie is The Last Gunslinger. Looked like it could be fun. Pagan Warrior, which I am. Death Squad, which I also am.
I don't need a Smith & Wesson. I got a Bentley.
Extraordinary Mission from the director of Infernal Affairs. I have like 2 or 3 of the Infernal Affairs series. So, anyway.
Infernal Affairs? Or
Infernal Affairs.
You said Infernal Affairs.
Whatever. So anyway, it's a kind of a Oriental crime, maybe martial arts movie. Something called The Archer. I don't know, it had a hot chick with a bow and arrow. You gotta love that. Anyway. There you go. London Spy. Of course, when I saw the word spy, I had to see that. And something called Bloodshot. I don't know, maybe a sci-fi something or other. I'm not sure. But there you go. Those are the 7 movies. I also found this eucalyptus charcoal bar of soap, and my wife's already done a video on all this stuff, so it's opened and it smells really nice, and it's gray. Here, smell that. Oh, doesn't that smell good? That smells really good. Anyway, I can't wait to try it out. See what it feels like. There you go. Now, this I actually got a few days ago. It's a 3-pack aluminum foil. I'm going to use it in the cardboard oven. I have a couple pieces of meat that I think will fit perfectly in this, that I want to do a video on with the cardboard oven. So anyway, there we go.
Sorry, guys.
Now, we found these flexible LED desk lamps. Look at that. That's for $1. That's fantastic. Little plug-in.
Open it because they're pretty awesome.
Yeah. Let me open it up.
Yeah, they're not battery-operated cheap ones. They're nice lamps.
And this
They're
thing's heavy too.
Yeah, it's heavy.
This thing's heavy. It's got a nice base to it. And you can also attach it to the wall. It has a couple screws in there. But look at that little flexible lamp with plug-in. So anyway, Michelle got 2 of the white ones and I got one black one here. Exciting, right? Awesome. All right. Now, they also had these tomato trellises. Now, when I first saw this, a tomato trellis was not what I was thinking about. So it has 3 rings that come out, and then these 3 poles will come out and make like a tripod, and you can set these rings up. I'm going to use it to make a mini smoker for some small squirrel hides that I have. And I might smoke some meat too. But anyway, I'm going to use this as a smoker. I'm going to try, see how it turns out. I did find a belt that is looks a lot like the old Class A belt in the military. So, and again, my wife had it out playing with it earlier, so that's why it's opened up. Dollar Tree men's belt, one size fits all, up to size 44. So, as Michelle said, that's not one size fits all. So anyway, there we go. Trash. Let's see what else we got. Where we at? Okay, let's try to stick to the... Wait, here's the random thing. A candle. Now, it does have a nice smell to it. I was collecting them mainly for these tins, not necessarily for the candles. And I did do a video a while back, and they have zodiac signs on them. Now the thing is this one's Pisces, and I can't remember if I had Pisces. I know I'm missing 2 of them. One of them is Cancer, and as Michelle said, missing Cancer is okay. But I wasn't 100% sure. They had 3 of them, and I know I had the other 2, but I wasn't sure about the Pisces. And I know there's one other besides Cancer I'm missing, and I can't remember what it is. So anyway, I spent $1 on this just in case. I'm not going to cry if I already have it.
I am. I'm going to be mortified, man.
She's going to be really upset. Okay, now, as I was talking about the hides that I have a couple squirrel hides and a couple squirrels in the freezer now. So I want to... They're skinned and they're
We had
just
an
the meat.
agreement,
No, no,
mister.
you said the hides.
I said no animals in my freaking freezer.
We got hamburger in there.
No animal in my freaking freezers.
Anyway, there's a couple squirrels in the freezer and the hides. So I wanted to get some scrapers to work with, but I went ahead and got these from the Dollar Tree to see if these work well. Little small ones. They might do really well. I've got 3 of these kind of scrapers here, these paint putty scrapers. Now what I plan on doing, this one is really cool looking. Look at that. I really like this one here. I'm not gonna jack with this one, I don't think. But these two, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bend them about 3/4 of the way down. I'm gonna bend them so that they angle down like this, and then I can use them as a scraper, and we're gonna see how that works. So turn into a nice little fun project. Let's see, do we have anything else? Oh yes, and I think this is the last thing for my survival outdoors. Nope, got this here and maybe this. Anyway, yeah, that'll be it. These are actually rib bones from a water buffalo. They're dog treats, but I am going to make a couple knives out of them. So I wanted to go ahead and have these flat bones like this so I can shape them and grind them up. And I'll be grinding these on a rock because my Dremel's dead. I no longer have a Dremel. It broke. I wore it out. Anyway, I'm going to make a couple knives with these. I also found this really cool. It's Crafter Square a rectangle. Well, no, what's it? Retractable. I'm getting tired.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day, and
you drove all the way to Fort Wayne and back.
a
and
retractable
shopped.
holder. So basically, it's a tube. Might as well open it. What the heck? Michelle opened it up on her video. I guess I opened it up on my video. So it's a tube, and you twist it, and then see it stays. So I can twist it, and it locks wherever I twist it. So I thought this would make a really nice survival kit item. I think it also might make a pretty nice holder for like crickets or something like that. Who knows what it could be for. Anyway, something outdoorsy and survival. I saw it, I wanted it, and I got it. Plain and simple. It was $1. And I think lastly, as far as the survival items go, I found these glow-in-the-dark beads. They said there's 100 pieces in here. I plan on making some ranger beads out of these. We'll see if they work.
You
and if they do work, I might also put them on some cordage when I'm putting up tents so that there's markers on my cordage so that I don't trip over it in the middle of the night. Stuff like that. We'll see how they work. I think that's all that's all the outdoor survival stuff. I think the rest of this has to do with my martial arts. So anyway, let's get to that. I found this. This is actually from Michael. I bought this for Michael. Originally, it says it was $19.95. It's a Idiot's Guide to Home Brewing, and Michael loves alcohol, and he's talking about mead and stuff like that. So I don't know if he might want to maybe make some or try to make some, but this book was at the Dollar Tree. I said, what the heck, I'll spend $1 on it and give it to him. Maybe he can make some alcohol. So anyway, there we go. Now,
promoting a healthy lifestyle. That's what.
That's right. The rest of this has to do with my martial arts. So where should I start?
At the beginning.
At the beginning. So all this stuff is kind of related in a lot of ways. So we'll start with this here. I guess this is kind of more of my outdoor stuff. It's a
It's random.
Yeah, it's random. It's a file holder, but I use them to hold my magazines, and I have a handful of outdoor magazines, my American Frontiersman and my Backwoodsman magazines that I don't have in a folder, so I put them in these little file holders here to keep them from getting bent and everything. So I guess that's part of my outdoor stuff too. I got myself 4 composition notebooks, and let's see here, 70 sheets. I got 2 black, 1 green, one yellow and one blue. And I have decided that my students are going to be issued a notebook. It's just a lined notebook, plain, simple lined notebook. They're going to be issued these notebooks, and they are going to have to start writing the techniques and everything in this notebook in a manner that they can understand them and that they can learn from. And periodically I'm going to get the books back from them, and I'm going to go through them and look at them and make sure that they are keeping track of techniques and all that kind of fun stuff. So anyway, they didn't have white, so I ended up getting yellow. Originally I was gonna try to get the colors of the belts and hand out what belt level they were, but they'll go up in belts before they'll end up with the end of the book. Plus they don't have a white one for the white belt, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But each student is going to get a notebook, and they're going to have to start keeping track of what they're learning and how they're learning and stuff like that in these notebooks. It's going to start being required for all of my students. Plain and simple. From now on, that's just how it's going to be. My lovely wife has been trying to get me to be a little more interactive with a lot of the techniques and the terminology and stuff outside of the physical. And I haven't really been doing that, even though she's been trying to get me to do it. And I do have some students that really could use it. So I got a couple dry erase paddles that I can write on and hold here and, you know, describe something. Or
two-sided? I just didn't think about that until just
I don't know,
now.
they might
Let me
be.
see one, please.
And
Mind if I open it?
no, go ahead. So I also have these dry erasers, and these dry erase markers and these dry erase markers. And, right.
It is.
So so it's a double.
You know.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
you could write it here and then put phonetically on the back.
I could, or I could put it in Japanese here and in English over here.
With phonetic under one of them.
And phonetic under one of them, yes. So anyway,
that's my biggest thing,
it'd be under the Japanese one.
Can't remember how to
So anyway, it's going to be kind of like a little thing where I can hold it up and write on it. Like if we're going to do ikkyo, I can put ikkyo on there, and then on the back I can, you know, first technique, first principle, you know, that sort of thing. So they can start learning it a little better, things like that. And of course the dry erase markers. Let's see here. Alright, on that line, what I really want to do is, I've always wanted to make flashcards for the individual techniques, but small flashcards just aren't going to work for me, and the big poster boards were just too big. And so I ended up finding these 11 by 14 poster boards at the Dollar Tree. There's 4 of them in a pack, and I got, I don't know what, 8 packs?
Yes.
I got 8 of them. So these poster boards are going to, again, I'm going to put the technique name in Japanese, the technique name in English, maybe a little description, and on the back I'm going to be taking some photographs of the techniques, and then I can put the photographs on the back. So it's going to turn into be like a big flashcard for the techniques and things to that nature. So I think this will help out with the terminology, and it also will help out if they need to look at photographs of the techniques. So got the poster boards. I have permanent markers to write on the poster boards, and because my handwriting sucks and I want it to be a little more precise, I have these sets of stencils, and then I have the bigger stencils here. So hopefully I can arrange a very nice and professional looking flashcard for each of the techniques. And this actually should have been going with the notebooks that I'm giving out to the students. I just got a pack of pens. So Give each of them a pack of pens. That way, they can't say they don't have anything to write with. Now, lastly, I've got 4 more items, and this is going to be a rank board. I'm going to start working on getting a rank board set up at the dojo. I've tried it a couple ways. The owner of the gym didn't like my first attempt. He said it looked too non-professional. It was just a poster board, and he didn't really like it. So I'm going to work on a wooden board, and I'm going to show you exactly how it's going to look here real quick. I also purchased some badge holders. There's 5 in here. And I purchased some clip push pins, and there's 4 in each pack here. So I got 2 packs of the badges and 2 packs of the push pins. So basically here you have one of these badges, and I took the cord off of it because I don't need the cord. It's got a nice little sheet of paper in here. Let's see if I can get it out. Well, anyway, it's a nice little piece of cardstock white paper inside of a plastic sheet, and then it has a nice little hole up here on top. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take one of these push pin. It's got a nice little nail like thumbtack on the back end on a clip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to nail these into a piece of wood, and then I can clip each individual tag onto it like this, onto the board, and each student will have their name and their rank on it, and then that way when they progress in rank, I can just unclip it, move it to the next spot, and keep going. It'll keep track of their rank, it'll keep track of their level in the dojo and things to that nature. So I think I've been wanting to do that for some time now. I just have never actually done it, and I'm really attempting to progress the dojo in a manner to where it will be more accepted even by younger kids and things of that nature. I've actually even considered maybe getting together kind of like a daycare dojo type thing, which I really cringe about doing, but I may have to do that if I'm going to progress this thing any further. But I figured that would be a nice way of keeping track of the students and their levels. At one point I had, and I might still do this too, at one point I had cards that were different colors depending on the belt level, because I have white belts, I have blue belts, I have brown belts or red belts, but I like the red belt, but it's actually a brown belt. And then you have black belts. So there's only 4 colors of belts that I have in my system, and then each have tips. At one point I had cardstock of each color, and I was going to put the student's name for the color, so I might end up doing that and taking the white ones out and putting their names on the color that they are as far as belt rank, if that kind of works well. I'm not sure, but I also considered doing that. So anyway, there we go. That's everything that I purchased at the Dollar Tree. Like I said, I got like 30 items. We ended up purchasing like 66 items of food, and Michelle got I don't know, a little over 100 items. Michelle got a little over 100 items.
Yeah, glitter on your chin.
Glitter. Mostly crafty stuff, I think. So anyway, if you are interested, and I suggest you be interested, if you're interested in checking her channel out, please go over to Way to Sun. We really want to get her to 1,000 subscribers, and it's really so close, but we're just having such a difficult time. YouTube keeps wanting to take subscribers away from her, so please get over there and subscribe to her and get her to 1,000 subscribers, please. Thank you very much. And thank you guys for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and enjoy the outdoors, even if it's just your own backyard.